Hello everybody, Jason Basin here, back in the house, and thank you for watching to my very nice new vinyl adventure. Me and Tina, we went to Kortrijk. Check it out and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. It's really fantastic, it was fantastic, really great findings. You will see it in that video, so check it out. I recently did a video also, top 30 live, check it out. But afterwards I said to myself the day after, but that is also a great live band and that is also a great live band. I can do another live top 30 live. But I came to the conclusion it's not a top 30 live, it's a top 50 live. That's what we're gonna do now. Alright, and we gonna start immediately, but because we have only 29 minutes. On 50 we have Kevin Coyne. He was in Soft Machine, the singer of Soft Machine. Here we have BBC Sessions 1970-1972. I found this in Flugzeug Records in Leuven. Check out that video. Then we go to 49. There we have Neil Young and Crazy Horse, and this is Rust Never Sleeps. They did also a nice album around 1990 or in the early 90s. I think that one is still, I will like that one more, because the Crazy Horse played there full force and hard. I like that. So on 49. Then on 48 we have a cabaretier, a singer, Herman van Veen, and he has a big hit on this record, Opzij. Opzij, opzij, opzij. Maak plaats, maak plaats, maak plaats, want wij hebben ongelooflijke haast. We are in a hurry, indeed, to come to number 1, because I must show you 50 records in 29 minutes. So, on 48, Herman van Veen. This is 47. He was in the Velvet Underground, John Cale, and this is his Sabotage live album. A good album. But what he did in Velvet Underground is much better. John Cale on 47. Then on 46, a legendary band, Throbbing Gristle, industrial music. Here we see PP, Orange, Throbbing Gristle, Peter Christo and Genesis P. Orridge, so is it. On this album he does Disciplined Strangers in the Night, a cover from Frank Sinatra, The Old Man Smiled, Something Came Over Me. I think Cassandra Complex did already this song. And Endpoint Zero, Throbbing Gristle. Records you don't see in other men's videos, so I'm glad that I can show that to you. So Throbbing Gristle on 46. On 45 we have Jean-Michel Jarre live. Jean-Michel Jarre from France. This was a special maxi that I found, but I discovered this year or last year. Inside is only one record of the full album, made in China, or concerts in China. The record of this 12 inch is not inside. That was a little bit a disappointment, but I have the cover of that 12 inch. So Jean-Michel Jarre, very good artist. He was this summer in July, he was in Brussels, and I think it must be very good. It was very good. Then on 44 we have John Armatrading. This is a live album, Stepping Out. I didn't know that it was a live album. This was in one of my vintage stack of records that I bought. Check my vintage records videos here on my channel. Joan Armour Trading. I like a lot her track Drop the Pilot. That's very nice. On this album there is her big hit Love and Affection. Love and Affection. It was a big hit for her. Then we go further with an album that was in the vinyl community. I had it before, I sold it, and recently I could buy it back on the promo sales in the Vinyl Kitchen. So check that video. I was there in June. There I could catch this. And then we go further on 42 with Slade, a big band in the 70s. This is Slade Alive. Really a milestone in the glam rock. Slade on 42. And then on 41 we have Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And this I could catch. I saw it, my first ever vintage record, stack of records. You can see it. I must show that to you. Here is the right time. The right time. Look at that, people. ELP, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Fantastic. They do also on this album from Tarkus. They bring music. So that will be better like this. So on this album you find also that bit of music from this is 1974, and there you can hear music from Star Wars 1977. So check it out. It's also a special video here on my channel. So Emerson, Lake and Palmer, we have them on 41. And then we go to number 40, and that we do with the Hollies live on tape. The Hollies, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress, one of my favorite 60s songs ever, or vintage songs. I don't know, it's from the 60s, can be early 70s already. The Hollies on 40. And then on 39, a very good band, very rhythmic. I love them, with Rollo, the frontman. People know already which group I am talking about. Indeed, the Wooden Tops. This is a nice live album, Hypnobeat live. I found this record also in the Vinyl Kitchen last year, I think. Very nice. So the Wooden Tops, we have them on 39. And then on 38, The Fall, live at the Phoenix Festival 1995. So already 30 years ago. Look at that. I found this in near Deutschland, in Eupen, on my vinyl adventure, my trip to Eupen. Check it out on my channel. There I found this very nice Fall live album. Which tracks do they do? 15 Ways, Feeling Numb, Behind the Counter, The Fall. Rest in peace, Mark E. Smith. And then on 37 we have The Rain Parade. I could find this also, I think, in or was it in MA that I found this, The Rain Parade live in Japan. Really nice. They do also some tracks from their very good album, Third Power Rail Trip or something like that. I had that album. It was already a Record Store Day album some years ago, but I didn't catch it there, so I hope to catch it nevertheless in the wild, that album. But they do also some things, some tracks of that album here on this album. So The Rain Parades. And then we go to 36. To 36 we have the Jesus and Mary Chain live. The Jesus and Mary Chain, I have here the CD, the Peel session. I could find this on a market. You don't find this a lot, because I was very happy to find this. It was from a library before, so someone bought it from the library when there were sales, when the library closed down or sold their CDs, and so that man had that CD and then he sold it to me. So very happy. On this one we have live versions of Inside Me, The Living End, Just Like Honey, Fall, Happy Place, and In the Rain. About You. Jesus and Mary Chain. I saw yesterday a video, a small one-track head-on in Finland from 2007, but I saw the full concert of Finland is also on YouTube, so check it out. Very nice band. I hope to see them live next year, the Jesus and Mary Chain, so on 36. And then we go to 35. On 35 we have John Mayall in the blues rock, big legend John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. They have a fantastic album with Eric Clapton, the John Mayall, and with Eric Clapton, the Blues Breakers. I hope to find that album. So John Mayall and the Blues Breakers on 35. Then on 34, a legend. I saw recently a live video of him. It was fantastic guitar player, and yeah, one of the great kings of rock and roll, Little Richard. Little Richard, he became very old. I did watch my video when the Rock found the roll. There I tell his age. He was very, very old when he died. So he had a full life full of rock and roll music. Little Richard. I'm glad he is here in this top 50. So Little Richard on 34. And then on 33, an album I found in Amé, the vinyl trip to Amé. Check it out. Vinyl trip, Priest live, Judas Priest. And on this album, of course, Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law. I love that track. It's like Ace of Spades of Motorhead, and Judas Priest have Breaking the Law. That's their big hit. Very nice. Judas Priest. And that on 33. And then on 32 we have Genesis, but the early Genesis. Do you know who this is, people? This is no one less than Peter Gabriel, who was the singer in the early Genesis. I love the Genesis with Peter Gabriel, the early Genesis. And so Peter Gabriel, there was a lot of nice costumes, also paint on his face, really wonderful. This was the half of a double album. I could buy this in Keinig, Leuven. Check out my trip to 2 record shops in Leuven. In the first record shop, Keinig, Leuven, I could buy this, and afterwards I saw this is the half of a double album. They had also the other half, also with something on it, but it was not so nice as this one. The first record is really nice. So Genesis, the early Genesis on 32. And then on 31, a band that will be live later this year in November, I think, together with the Mud Gang, the Fuzz-Tones. Here we have them live in Europe. Also a very good live album, but I saw recently the album their first one, Leave Your Mind at Home, also a live album. That's a very good, and I hope to find that also again. I saw a repress, but it has a little bit other colors, white, and so the original has also purple and green. Leave Your Mind at Home. I hope to find that Leave Your Mind at Home this year or next year, the original one. Alright, the Fuzz-Tones, so they were on 31. And then on 30, a legendary band. Here they are. Must I say more? The Rolling Stones. They started, I think, 62, so they are already a long time doing concerts, and they will do new concerts. So in 2026 you will be able to see them again. The Rolling Stones. This is a very good one, still live. On this one they do a song of 20 Flight Rock from Eddie Cochran. Very nice performance. The Rolling Stones. And then on 29, a man that is loved a lot in America and also in the UK and also in Europe, Johnny Cash. And it is Johnny Cash live at with his legendary concert live at St. Quentin, a prison. So, which songs does he do? He does Wanted Man, Starksville City Jail, A Boy Named Sue, Peace in the Valley, and Folsom Prison Blues. Johnny Cash. On 29. And on 28, an album that I found in Carnaby Records. Check my trip to a secret city in Belgium. Well, that city was Liège, and in the first shop, I went to two shops there also, like in Leuven. First shop was Carnaby Records, and there I could find this one. At the end I saw this, and so you only get this, nothing of more info, but it's Cabaret Voltaire with their early live sets, and it's really good. You get No Escape and Nag Nag Nag. Cabaret Voltaire. So on 28, and we go on 27. 27 we have Roger Waters, one of the members of Pink Floyd. Watch my top 30 live. There we have Pink Floyd. They went high in my top 30. Check that video out. But this is Roger Waters. I like Roger Waters also, what he thinks of Israel, that it's a genocide, and I like Roger Waters, also his music. He was the man that wrote a lot of for the Wall, for their album of Pink Floyd, The Wall. He does here also songs of The Wall. So Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. He ends with that track. So Roger Waters on 27. And then on 26, a Belgian electronic body music group, very good, A Split Second. This is the CD Lay Back and Join, and here we have on this one several live tracks. Burnout, I think Mambo, which also live, so 4 tracks. Check them out. A Split Second from Belgium. So A Split Second on 26. And then we go to the top 25 of our top 50. On 25 we gonna look to that artist on 25. On 25 we have no one less than Lou Reed. Here we have with his fantastic album Rock and Roll Animal. Lou Reed on 25. Then on 24, another legend, Prince, here we have him with an album live in 1990. He does all his 1990, he opens with Bad Dance, then Bambi, Housequake, 1999, Kiss, The Question of You, An Honest Man, Under the Cherry Moon, that's a medley, then Little Red Corvette, and on the B-side, Purple Rain, Alphabet Street, It Takes Two, Volare, the latest fashion, Controversy, DMSR, Nothing Compares to You. Nothing Compares to You, he wrote that song, he also performed this song, but he gave that song to Sinead O'Connor, who had a big hit with it. So, Prince on 24. Then on 23 we have this man, Johnny Rivers, very good, this album. It's live at the Whiskey A Go Go Revisited. He does CC Rider, Got My Mojo Working, Sunny, It's Too Late, A Hard Day's Night of the Beatles, When a Man Loves a Woman, and on the B-side we have John Lee Hooker, a long track. So, Johnny Rivers. We have Johnny Halliday, very good, and Johnny Rivers, another Johnny, also very good. Johnny Rivers on 23. And then on 22, many people, hard rockers, will say, yeah! On 22 we have Motorhead. This is Motorhead live in 1978. Live album. They open with The Watchers, also they do White Line Fever, The Train Kept a Rolling. At this moment there was no Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades would come in 1980, so some years later. This is really early Motorhead. So Motorhead on 22. And then on 21 we have the sensational Alex Harvey Band. Jock McDonald of the Bollock Brothers, rest in peace Jock, he loved a lot this album, he said it to me, this group, and so he covered also a track of them, and that's of course Faith Healer. Faith Healer, and he did a wonderful job with the Bollock Brothers, Jock McDonald. So I prefer the version of the Bollock Brothers than the version of Alex Harvey Band. So, but this band, they are on 21. And then we come in the top 20 people of our top 50. I must say it's a personal choice how I place the bands in this top 50, so it's a personal choice of me, but I hope you get the meaning of this top 50. All these bands are great in this top 50. Again, just like my top 30 live, check also that top 30. All those bands are really great, but I just put them in a certain order. And on 20 we have The Kinks. This album I got for my 15th birthday of my younger sister. She bought me that. Look at that. There is also a big poster inside. The Kinks, they do all their big hits. Lola, All Day and All of the Night. Wonderful. If you like the Kinks, certainly get this live album, One for the Roads. I think it's also from 1980. So the Kinks on 20. And then we go to 19. 19. I have a live album, another live album of U2, but I prefer this one. This mini album is fantastic, Under a Blood Red Sky. If you are a U2 fan, certainly find this, Under a Blood Red Sky, fantastic. And we go on 18 we have Amy Winehouse, rest in peace Amy. Look at that, I will open it again, I did it already. So, a lot of Amy Winehouse, all for you people. 3 albums, and she does all her big hits. Back to Black, yeah. Amy Winehouse, We Will Never Forget You Girl. On 18, Amy Winehouse. And then on 17, we have also a big legend, Bob Marley and the Wailers. Look at that, Bob Marley and the Wailers, live in Boston 1973. He does all very nice songs. Lively Up Yourself, Stop That Train, Stir It Up, Get Up, Stand Up. Bob Marley and the Wailers on 17. And then we go further on 16. We have Crass, fantastic punk band. Here we have Stations of the Cross. I think this was their debut album. I could find this in the past for €1, but I sold it then. But I could buy this again this year or last year for €15. And it has 2 albums inside, so 2 records. And the second record, the side 4, it was a live concert. So there they do all their hits, their punk hits, and also their big hits, their most known track. They do on that, I think Mother Earth also is on this track, but not live, but they do live. Do they owe us a living? 'Cause they do, 'cause they do. Do they owe us a living? 'Cause they fucking do. Crass on 16, I love them. And then on 15, a band I have also given my heart to them, the Virgin Prunes. I collect everything of the Virgin Prunes. These are the Virgin Prunes live in Paris in 1986. This is the Hidden Lie, an official album. I prefer to show you this. I have also a live album from live in Utrecht, but one day I will show you all my Virgin Prunes records. The Virgin Prunes live in Paris. So Virgin Prunes, very good. I missed them on the Seaside Festival in 1983. You know already the story when you are subscribed to my channel, so subscribe to my channel. But nevertheless I will tell you. So in 1983 my father told me, no, you are 15, you don't go to the Seaside. When you are 16 then you may go. So, and it was like that. When I was 16 I went the first time to the Seaside Festival. So this were the Virgin Prunes on 15, and then we go into the top 14. On 14 we have Black Sabbath, live in Brussels 1970. I have an album of the Sisters of Mercy live in Brussels. These are Black Sabbath live in Brussels. Look at that, what nice pictures. I could buy this album on the KDX fair in Ghent some years ago. When I saw that, I must have that. I paid for it €35, so about $37–38. So Black Sabbath, fantastic. And they do all their early stuff. This is 1970, on the 3rd of October 1970. Paranoid, War Pigs, Iron Man, Black Sabbath, NIB, I love that track. Behind the Wall of Sleep, Hand of Doom, Red Salad, and Fairies Wear Boots. Recorded live at Theatre 140 in Brussels, Belgium. Excellent quality soundboard recording, and indeed it's very good. Black Sabbath. So on 14 in our top 50, and we are moving up to number 1, to number 3, 2 and 1, and on 13 another legend, big legend of rock and roll, Iggy Pop. This is Iggy Pop and a double live album, Cry for Love. It was live at Vredeburg in Utrecht on the 24th of November 1986. Look at that, Iggy Pop, sharp as a knife. He did really nice tracks, also from his Stooges past, I'm Loose, TVI. He does Raw Power, Cry for Love, China Girl, Real Wild Child. Very nice. So Iggy Pop, and Iggy Pop, he is on 13. And then on 12 we have Led Zeppelin. This is one of the records of my latest acquirements, let's say, together with all those from the record fairs. This I could buy here in the supermarket when they did the last time vinyls. I think it was when it was earlier this year, Led Zeppelin, and I took this one home, No Restrictions, 1969. Very nice picture of Jimmy Page with the double guitar and Robert Plant. And on this one they do Communication Breakdown, I Can't Quit You Baby, Dazed and Confused, White Summer, You Shook Me, How Many More Times, Communication Breakdown, yes. So Led Zeppelin, we have them on 12. And then on 11 we have a legendary band. Here they are, Nirvana. This was Nirvana, Nevermind Madrid in 1992 live radio broadcast, and they do all their nice tracks. Lithium, that's my favorite song of Nirvana. They do also On a Plane, Come As You Are, and of course Smells Like Teen Spirit. That track opens this album, live album, Nirvana. So not in the top 10, but on 11, very good. And then on number 10, legendary duo Simon and Garfunkel. Here we have them back in the Big Apple, so in New York, live. I am a big fan of Simon and Garfunkel. I found The Sound of Silence, and I'm now looking for Bridge Over Troubled Water. I have the tape, but I don't have the vinyl, and I must have the vinyl also of that album. So Simon and Garfunkel on number 10. Top 10, that means the very, very best live performers. On 10, Simon and Garfunkel. Then on 9, Live Cream, featuring Eric Clapton, of course. Live Cream. This is a very good mini album. NSU, Sleepy Time, Loudy Mama, Sweet Wine, and Rollin' and Tumblin'. Cream. I collect everything of Cream. And then a band I will like to collect everything of them, but you don't find as much of them. On 8, Bauhaus. This album I could find in Eupen, in the vinyl trip to Eupen. Check out my video. This is Bauhaus and the BBC Sessions, 1980, 1983. Very, very good. Bauhaus, they have songs I like so much. Dark Entries, is this one on here? No, Dark Entries is not on here, but there is that other track that I like a lot of Bauhaus, Terror Couple Kill Colonel, and She's in Parties, also fantastic. You can find it all on this album. It was released in April, and I think you can buy it on Discogs. Some of them you can buy, but I think this is you can buy. Bauhaus, the BBC Sessions. Okay, Bauhaus on 8. And then on 7, also an album I could catch in Eupen on the record fair in June. this is Tears for Fears. I am a big fan of Tears for Fears, and this is a fantastic live album, live in the Hammersmith Odeon in London in 1983. A very golden year also for them. They do Mad World, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Head Over Heels, Shout, of course, and Pale Shelter and Chance or Change. So you have the best of Tears for Fears here on one album. I think it's on white vinyl. Yes, it's really good. It's on white vinyl. It's really pure music, pure pop music. Fantastic. I'm a big fan of Tears for Fears. So they end up on number 7. And then on number 6 we have a legendary band, The Who, live at Leeds. For many the best live band ever. So they merit certainly a place in the top 10. This is The Who live at Leeds. There is also with a black stamp or blue stamp, black stamp, and you have also with a red stamp, but the black stamp collectors search that, so I have that. And what's special on this one here is someone who has made drawings and wrote things on site on it. So I show you it all here in the inners. He wrote also things, so that are the numbers, I guess. So The Who live at Leeds. Leeds, the land of that vinyl collector Mike Vinyl Spiral. He is from Leeds, and in Leeds every second Saturday of the month there is a really nice record fair. I hope to get there in 2026 on that record fair. So we have The Who so on 6, and then on 5 we have a legendary band, Ian Curtis and Co. Indeed, Joy Division. I show you the CD still. I think it's that a concert in Birmingham, their last concert I ever gave, I think, with Ian Curtis, and the other tracks are on the other side. There are so studio versions I like a lot. Ice Age. So Joy Division with that magnificent music on 5. And then we come in the top 4. On 4 I show you also a CD. I don't have records of him. I have records of Wings. You can already guess of who I'm talking about. Indeed, I'm talking about Paul McCartney, the previous singer of the Beatles, on 4. He is still going strong. This is a live world tour that he did back in the world. Really nice. Look at that, the artwork here on the CD. And I show you the booklet here. So he did a world tour. So here you see him with the band, Paul McCartney. Fantastic. He's still playing the Honor bass he used in the 60s, but I think yes, I saw it recently on a video that bass was stolen from him, but he got it back now. He has back his bass guitar, his original bass guitar that was stolen from him. So I'm very happy for him, and I think he's really a gentle and friendly guy. He is a really great musician, guitar player, bass player, and also of course a composer and lyricist and singer. Paul McCartney, he has it all. So Paul McCartney on number 4. And then we come in the top 3 on number 3, bronze medal. Bronze medal, and bronze medal goes to, the record is here somewhere, it's behind me. Do you see who it is? Yes, on 3rd bronze medal for Madness. This is Madness and Madstock, a live album, live CD here that I have from Madness. I show you also quickly the booklet. So here we go, lot to read here. Also nice pictures from the live shows. So Madness, it is Madness, and it's Madness on 3. Yeah, fantastic band. And then we go to the number 2. Silver medal, not gold but silver, and silver is also valuable enough, I think, for Mr. Andrew Eldridge of the Sisters of Mercy. Here you see the Razor Blades, a record that I could catch from a lady that had a record store in Belgium. She's now living in Greece, and she has put this about yes, maybe 10 years ago on the internet, and I saw it and I said I must have this. And yeah, Sisters of Mercy, only 100 copies. It was live on Malamund Festival in Brussels on the 8th of 1983, 8th of May in 1983. They do Valentine, Anaconda, Alice, Burn, Emma, and on the B-side Heartland, Jolene, Adrenochrome, Floor Show, Gimme Shelter, and Body Electric. So look at that, Sisters of Mercy on number 2. You could see already this records and also my other Sisters of Mercy records. Here is also that really rare album remaster sampler. You could see this those records in my special, my Sisters of Mercy special, my Sisters of Mercy records. Check it out here on my channel. So I'm gonna do rapidly from 10 to 2. On 10 we had Simon and Garfunkel. On 9 we had Cream. On 8 Bauhaus. On 7 Tears for Fears. On 6 The Who. On 5 Joy Division. On 4 we had Paul McCartney. On 3 we had Madness, and on 2 the Sisters of Mercy. And who will be on number 1? Somewhere here is the number 1. Where is the number 1? Here is the number 1. This is Siglo XX Siglo Vente, the Belgian Joy Division. They are the number 1 of this live top 50, and Siglo XX will be in concert. They do a reunion concert, I think January 2026. This was a double album. The half of this double album are the live sides, a live album that was also released in the past, apart. Live sides, they do here Fools, Obsession, Whispers, Room. Fantastic also that Birds, fantastic track of Joy Division. Into the Dark, it's Into the Dark, that's that fantastic track. And they do Progress, against the progress of the factories, so the industrial revolution. They don't like it a lot, the people of Siglo XX, me neither. And we have The Beginning and The Art of War. Fantastic track also, The Art of War. all recorded in 83, also one track in 84 fulls. So Siglo X6 on number 1 in our live top 50. Check them out on YouTube and Spotify. Siglo X6, very good bands of Belgium. So people, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. If you are new to vinyl records, certainly subscribe to my channel. You find all the big classic records. I have also special videos, the best of the 60s and 70s, best of the 80s. So check them out, all my nice videos. So you will see and hear me in the next video, but the last thing that I want to say to you is, with vinyl the sun always shines. Thanks for watching, and you see and hear me in another video, and I will make that next Sunday. Bye bye. Subscribe now. Thank you very much.